Hi guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I'm driving this. This is the 2023 Hyundai Elantra, the 7th generation model, and you know what? It is divided for a lot of features because here in Dubai it doesn't get much features like we get in India now, where we get fully loaded models. So thank you Hyundai for that. DOHC 16 valve. Now this is the 1.6 litre engine. There's also a 2 litre engine. It's known as a Smart Stream. Both of them actually. This is the insulation, of course, and the design is actually very nice. I love the new design language of Hyundai because just look at it. It looks so fresh, nice, and amazing as well. Okay, this is the indicator of the vehicle. It gets a projector setup, but all this is halogen. This actually happens to be the DRL, not really the fog lamp. That's kind of weird, right? And even though I'm in Dubai, everybody is enjoying Indian cars because that is the Kia Sonet. Why would they drive a Kia Sonet in Dubai? I have no clue whatsoever. So it gets smaller rims. 3 variants are available. 2 of them for the 1.6 litre engine and 1 for the 2 litre engine. But these wheels are very small. These are 15-inch wheels on this car. Yeah, the tires are Kumho. The tire size 195/65/15s. Alloy wheel design is actually very bland. This is also halogen. In fact, it gets LEDs on the top variant, on the higher variant, whatever you want to call it, because it's not really a top variant here. But it still gets bulbs. So not all LED lights. This design is sort of a, kind of weird, like, I don't know what to call it, but like completely sloping and very different as such. Okay, you get a shark fin antenna which is finished in gloss black. Meanwhile, I'm going to use the liberty of opening the boot by using this button right here. You know why? Because there seems to be no button to open the boot at all, and because it does not get a push button start or keyless entry. That's another issue. That's why I could not show you the key in the start. This is actually the camera. Lights are actually quite nice. I don't know what this is, but anyways, it says Elantra here. Boot is actually decent size. Spare wheel is the same size. There you can see. Okay, it is not an alloy. In fact, I think it's a space saver. Yeah, it is a space saver. 125/80/15 is the size of the tires. Okay, fire extinguisher is there, first aid kit and all that is there. Build quality is nice, but the suspension is super soft. In fact, check this out. Okay, how soft is the suspension? You can actually move the car like this. That is how soft the suspension of this car is. Like full shaky. Lights are really nice and beautiful. I love them, but again, no LED. You get rear parking sensors. Faisal Khan's fingers of truth disappointed with this fake stuff happening here because the real exhaust happens to be there. You can check the underbody. Now let's quickly get inside. There's no keyless entry, which is a big bummer. And here, there's good amount of space on offer, but no adjustable headrest. Center passenger never gets ahead. There's no center armrest either. And there you can see good amount of space on offer. But what is shocking is there are no magazine holders. This is hard, slightly scooped out. Good amount of leg room, knee room, but under thigh support is average at best, and headroom is not really adequate, which is shocking. I was telling sloping roofline. Well, that is a disadvantage. So that's the thing. It has got this great sort of interior. Look at the dashboard design. That's very nice and funky, and a lot of bits seem to be from Audi cars because now Hyundai's designer is actually from Audi. Height adjustable seat belts, but no USB charging ports here. Like really, that's kind of shocking and surprising. Door pockets are decent sized here. This is a brand new car and a lot of stickers are there on it. So we're just going to remove some of them today. I'm quite surprised a lot of stickers are still there on this car. So here we go. We are just going to unbox and unsticker the car so that we can enjoy it. So this is actually a rental. I'm paying around 3,000 rupees a day for this car. You can see lots of cuts and creases here and there. It's actually a long car. It's a decently long car. Wheelbase also seems long enough, but the front design is the best on this vehicle. I really like it. I really like the way the front end has been done. It's a very attractive car. You can see this. But only thing is the rims ruin it. High variants obviously get 16-inch wheels. Now let's come to the front, to the driver's side of things. And here you can see it says Elantra on the carpet. There is a dead pedal here. This is the fuse box, of course, which I've just broken. Not broken, I've just opened it and then slot it back into place, which is going to take some bit of an effort because with one hand, this is all you can do. Yeah. Yeah, that's shut. This is obviously for the traction control. Power window controls here. I think illumination is there everywhere, but no one-touch up-down even for the driver's side. So no one-touch feature at all. And here, door pocket's actually big enough. There's an Audi TT which is just passing by, so which is going to look at the car. It looks really very nice indeed. The TT, it's still so nice and legendary, I would say. This is a door protector. This doesn't open like that. You have to actually open it from the inside, and seats seem decently comfortable as well. Now let's do one thing. Let's actually shut the indicators. Let's shut the lights as well. And there you can actually see that this car has got automatic headlight function, but this nice knurled finishing. These are the controls for the wipers. Again, knurled finishing is there. Let's use the wipers right away. Yeah, spray could be a lot better, but gets the job done. Cleans the windscreen in no time. And it doesn't get automatic wiper function. However, we need to remove this. We need to remove this. We need to remove the screen ka also. So, oh my god, it's so satisfying. Ha 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 ha. Can just remove this one as well. Yeah, so I am unwrapping my new car. Glove box is decent size, but it's finished. I mean, this is so good. It's filled with papers right there. And then you know what? This is not really hard as such. Okay, certain places it's hard, but for the most part, the quality is actually quite nice. Some sort soft touch material. What am I saying? Okay, continuous AC vent treatment as well, and seats are nice and comfortable. The handbrake, of course, you get an ashtray, some storage space here, the storage space here as well. But it does not get a USB-C charging socket. It gets a regular USB and a 12-volt charging socket. And here you get a cigarette lighter as well. But it gets a wireless charging pad. The funny thing is, this is a base variant which also gets Apple CarPlay. Wow, this looks like an auto dimming mirror, but it is not. It's a manual dimming thing. This is obviously the light. It gets rear fog lights, but doesn't get front fog lights. That's the DRL. Like I was telling you, this is for the speaker system. Steering wheel is from Audi cars. Okay, a lot of stuff. Even the gear lever is from Audi cars. This is for the driver rear view monitor. So I have to just get into drive, and then I press this button. Okay, handbrake has to be down as well. And then we press this button, and there the driver rear view monitor starts. Okay, drive mode selector is here. So you press this button and you can get through the 3 drive modes, which is sport, eco and normal. So normal, eco, sport, that's the way it works. Okay, let's get into reverse. This is the reverse parking camera. It's got guidelines which are adaptive, and when you get into reverse now, the rear parking sensors also show a display here. In fact, when you turn off the car, it actually tells you to check the rear seat because something is there. And when you turn on and off the car, it has this sound which is coming, which I'll show you. Okay, here we turn off the car. Yeah, the Hyundai theme sound which comes in. Okay, when you turn on the car, the sound again comes, but that system check happens. It says Hyundai here. This is an 8-inch screen, which is good enough. Gets Apple CarPlay, like I was telling you, it's kind of shocking. These are the controls for the audio system. These are the controls for the cruise control. Very important cruise control here. The horn, it's a bit meek. Okay, we're just going to get to some audio system. It takes some time. It's not the most fluid. Now this thing is sort of a Nissan GTR, sort of an instrument cluster. I mean, this is just so racy for no reason. This is a tachometer, this is the speedometer, and there is a display on the right which you can browse through very easily because it has a tire pressure monitor, a lot of settings and stuff like that. And here there are 4 modes which telling you accumulated info, driver info, and digital speed, as well as what's the fuel consumption, like 12.4 kilometers per liter. So that's again quite nice here. Okay, now let me quickly show you the key of the car, which means I have to turn off the car, and this is the flip key of the vehicle. Okay, here it flips, sort of a Volkswagen key. This is to open the boot of the vehicle, this is to unlock the car, this is to lock the car. Okay, we just lock it. No mirrors, don't go inside because it doesn't have that feature, but internally adjustable mirrors, of course. Okay, let's unlock the car, and here, yeah, the fuel meter is actually placed inside. Okay, this screen will take some time to start. Everything is very driver centric, that's why we have this thingy going on. Okay, material quality is actually very impressive in this car. Only thing is, it's so devoid of features. It's kind of frustrating that how a car which cost, I mean, from 15 lakh onwards, this is I think 15 lakhs and goes up depending on which variant you opt for, because there's an N version actually of this car. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's listen to an audio right away. Okay, which means forget audio, but audio quality is actually nice. I really like it. So this is the Hyundai Elantra. Very weird specs they have. There's no sunroof on offer either. There's a light placement here in the front as well as the rear, and this also feels solid enough, so it does not really moving as such. There's a mirror here, but there's no light placement, and same is the case here as well. So no, there's a mirror, there's no light and all. Trust me on this, that the cars offered in India are just so much better in terms of features. Like Hyundai does a fantastic job of offering so much, because there's no connected car, there's no blue link, there's no red link, there's no black link, there's no yellow link. There is no connected car feature in this car, which is honestly very awkward because you would expect this car to be loaded with all these features. Anyways, let's do one thing. Let's start driving right away. Right, we're all set to go, which means turning off the air conditioning. We get into drive mode, we put the handbrake down, we turn off traction control, left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, driver rear view monitor on, revving the motor, and hazard lights off we go. That is 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in a painfully slow 9.7 seconds. I'm saying painfully slow because you expect the Elantra to be much faster, but unfortunately that is not the case. So anyways, that road is closed, so we have to come from the other side. So here we are. Steering wheel is not bad at all, but the suspension is really very soft. That's the reason why this car now doesn't feel that dynamic to drive, because of the soft suspension. Ride is very nice, but on Dubai roads you never ever complain about the ride quality of the vehicle because it's super smooth and nice, the roads. So you never ever feel like, oh yeah, the ride could be better. But anyways, you can see the steering wheel is actually quite nice. Yeah, that's quite surprising. It's not very light, extremely light at low speeds, weighs up decently well, doesn't make you feel nervous at all. But because the winds blow at really high speeds here, you have to keep correcting the steering wheel when driving on, the highway, where you can maintain a comfortable pace of around 130-140 kilometers per hour. It buzzes at 120 kilometers per hour. So for a moment I thought, is this car actually made in India? But it only buzzes for 4-5 times and then it shuts itself. Otherwise, the Indian cars obviously keep buzzing all throughout. This is a 1.6 litre smart stream engine, naturally aspirated of course, which produces 128 PS of power and 153 Newton meters of torque. Claim 0 to 100 km per hour time is 9.7 seconds. They have a 2 litre engine as well, which is also more powerful, having more torque as well. But you know what? It's actually slower by 0.1 second to go from 0 to 100 km per hour. These are not my numbers. These are Hyundai's claim numbers. I don't know how they even went ahead and, printed this on the brochure, because come on, how can the more expensive and the bigger engine model actually be slower? Well, there is a method to the madness. It's because of the weight. 2 litre engine obviously is higher in terms of weight, and that's the reason why it's slower. But it has a higher top speed of 203 km per hour. This one will top out at 195 km per hour. So that's that. Now, obviously, the new Elantra is not going to be coming to the Indian market at all, because Hyundai is going to continue to focus on local models like the Verna. So the next generation Verna will definitely go up market, considering how the Slavia now costs almost 20 lakh rupees. Well, I can certainly expect the new Elantra to also cost quite a bit. Sorry, the new Verna to cost quite a bit. Why do I get so confused all of a sudden? So that's that. Yeah. So let's see how easy it is to take a U-turn. Well, it's kind of effortless to drive this car here. Okay, that's done. I feel like I'm driving an Audi because of all these Audi inspired bits here. Driver rear view monitor shuts itself, so we're going to turn it on again. And unfortunately, we have to take turns here and there, because obviously this is a front wheel drive car. There is no possibility of this car going through all those dunes and stuff like that. So here we get back to the road. It's a very simple, easy, reliable car, which also is kind of effortless in more ways than one. And it's not a car you would enjoy driving, because it's kind of, even devoid of features. So they've given us a lower spec here in Dubai, unfortunately. The GCC spec is lower spec, but thankfully we get a very powerful air conditioning system. So like I was telling you, the next generation Verna will go up market. This Elantra is not going to be coming to the Indian market, which is a bit disappointing. The segment is dying, of course. So even if this is launched, it will go near 30 lakhs. Makes no sense at all, because they want to sell SUVs in the Indian market, of course. And here, onto the throttle. This gearbox is a bit too lethargic. It's not the fastest shifting. This engine lacks a bit of low-end grunt. Mid-range is actually nice, and the top end, it becomes super noisy. You don't get paddle shifters, but you can take manual control of things here. Okay, it will not hold on to a gear, which you will try by going left there, but everywhere there's so much sand, so it's kind of becoming difficult to drive this car. The reason for all this sand is simple. There's a snowstorm which keeps coming. Sorry, there's a sandstorm which keeps coming. Why am I saying snow? No, what am I saying? Anyways, onto the throttle. Here, the mileage is between 10 to 15 kilometers per litre depending on your driving style, and I think it has a 47 litre fuel tank, which is kind of decent, but you only get petrol engines and engines which don't really feel inspiring enough. The unfortunate part is they don't offer turbocharged petrol engines here in some of their models. They should do that, that will be really awesome and amazing as well. And come on, now when you're in manual mode now, it will not make a downshift. Okay, it just does not make a downshift, so you have to manually do it. But when it comes to upshift now, it will do it, and it becomes very, very, very vocal, higher end of the rev range. So when you corner hard, you can feel the roll. Full throttle, come on baby, let's see. Yeah, upshifts around 6,200 RPM. Braking performance is fine, but it has this tendency to really nosedive under heavy braking. So we're just going to come to a halt, and traction control is off. Even with traction control off, nothing happens here. Left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, revving the motor. takes its own freaking sweet time to actually gather pace. But you know what? It will screech its tires when you try to corner aggressively. So here we are. I'm just going to do one thing. I am going to corner with a little bit of enthusiasm. Here we just get into normal drive mode, and then yeah, that is the sound it produces when you try to push it hard, because the tires are not really grippy, but this automatic transmission really dulls down performance. There's no manual on offer here at all. So guys, this is the new Elantra, and honestly, I hoped that Hyundai would launch it, especially in N trim in India, but no. The Verna is the one you're going to get, but a bit more upmarket. If you like this vlog, make sure to give the thumbs up, that's the like button, and also subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video real soon. Bye.